That when I gained on that boy, not my friend. I hang with my gang, this ain't gang, felt all of my pain. When I was struggling through the rain, when I had no guard with no ice, wasn't no food but rice.
In my last video, I broke down the first 5 artists I think XXL will pick for their freshman list. Those picks included Rich the Kid, Famous Dex, Drom, Rob Banks, and Young M.A. Now it's time to give you guys the last 5 picks for this year's XXL Freshman List. Before I do that though, I want to give you some of the picks for people who I think won't make the list, but a lot of people think might deserve to make the list. A lot of comments on my last video listed people that are huge in the underground, but won't make XXL's list because they either don't have a broad enough appeal or their work is too young and scattered. Those are guys like Nav, guys like Ski Mask, who have dedicated fan bases, but don't have any appeal to the magazine because their fan bases are so small and concentrated. The biggest complaint by far was XXXTentacion. While he's certainly one of the biggest names out there, he doesn't have that broad appeal that XXL wants for their list. I'm not saying it's right or wrong, and he definitely deserves some sort of spot in their magazine at some point, but he's not quite popular enough, not to mention the fact that he's in jail, to see him on the list. Next year might be a different story with a few more collaborations, a solid project that's got some popularity. Now that we've got that out of the way, here's the last 5 picks for XXL's freshman list of 2017. Another New York artist that shouldn't be on the cover, but probably will be, is A Boogie. His single, My Shit, was one of the catchiest songs I've heard all year, and he's got cosigns from a lot of popular artists, especially New Yorkers. His other songs also seem to be making a lot of noise, specifically on SoundCloud, but I'm not personally convinced he deserves a spot on the list. I want to see if he can take this momentum and put it into 2017 before they give him that kind of award.
Bench with the roof up, still on this scoop punch, 3 round, boot blunt, hot spot, called your
Playboi Carti is as much an enigma as he is an artist. His fan base is as rabid as it is concentrated and small, and not many people overall know about Playboi Carti, but those who do are huge fans, and he's been pushed heavily by A$AP Rocky and the rest of the A$AP mob. Before it sounds like I'm saying he's overrated, I actually think he deserves to be on this cover. Even though he hasn't put out tons of music, the music he does put out is always very high quality. Not to mention I see him getting a lot more popular once his ever-elusive first project finally does drop. PNB Rock might be taking a small transition into the pop genre, but he's still a lock for this year's XXL Freshman. With his single Selfish hitting the Billboard charts last year, and his standout feature on Kodak's mixtape, Too Many Years, he's got plenty of time to make his mark in the game. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised to hear him become a hookmaker for plenty of pop songs in the future. XXL definitely has a solid pick here. Made in Tokyo is someone a lot of people have written off as a one-hit wonder, but after his Uber Everywhere hit got the Drake treatment from Travis Scott, he took advantage of the publicity and signed to Warner Brothers. That label connection alone is going to do great things for him as far as becoming a freshman, but it's his affiliation with Metro Boomin that's going to put him in even greater standing with the hip-hop community. Uber Everywhere alone would have made Made in Tokyo a freshman, but his work with other important artists is the main reason he's going to be a safe pick for this year's XXL Freshman List.
Wave. Yeah, I know something only I know. I got superpowers, but that's something only I know. What I want is mine.
Kyle has been around a lot longer than most people think, and to his credit, he's been improving his music without changing his style too drastically. Unlike a lot of artists who seem to have their one big break or one big single, Kyle's been growing his fan base and creating great music for years, and it looks like he's finally starting to get some of that mainstream recognition he deserves. A lot of that has to do with the popularity of Chance the Rapper, honestly, who's a friend and collaborator of Kyle, but has a very similar brand and sound to his music as well. 2017 is definitely Kyle's time to blow up and make a name for him as an artist in his own right. We'll have to wait until June to see who ends up being a part of XXL's freshman list, but let me know who you think deserves to be on the list in the comments. Did I get it right? Did I get it wrong? How do you feel? Or tweet at me on Twitter. Subscribe, like, comment, let's talk about it.
I'm not gonna spit game, send me a pic, babe. Does anyone smell that? Damn it, this shit, babe. Whatever you want, girl, send me a list, babe. Your voice is music.